Humans have played the same sports and the same types of games for hundreds of years. New games come out almost every day, but new sports are a bit harder to come by. Philip Aikmans, a German who lived in Spain, wanted to change this. He thought to himself, what would happen if I mixed volleyball, trampolines, gymnastics, and soccer all in one? Now, most of these sports have absolutely nothing to do with each other, and yes, people have made crazy combinations of sports, but this just seemed too crazy to work. But Philip made it work, and in 2005 we had our answer. I created a 3D model of a Bossaball court, shown here. It consists of 2 trampolines placed on both sides of a net that can be adjusted to fit the needs of the people playing. The ridge of the trampoline, which is a little thicker in real life, is called the Bossaball. The land outside the trampoline is the playing area. This model is based off this image of Bossaball on the beach in Marbella, Spain. The point of Bossaball is to hit the ball to the opponent's court just like volleyball, and the reason for the high net is the same reason why the trampolines are there. Bossaball courts are roughly 50 yards in length and 30 yards in width, so if you ever want to make your own court, there are the dimensions. In Bossaball, you and your team can only have a maximum of 5 touches of the ball to send it to your opponent's side of the court. But there is an exception. There is a maneuver called a double soccer touch, or double football touch. It's pretty simple. Using your hands or arms counts as one touch, but if you use other parts of your body like your arm and chest, head and knee, or heel and tongue, you can touch the ball twice and it will only count as one touch. A Bossaball game consists of 4-player teams, a little less than volleyball, but the way they are put on the field is what makes it count. One player is situated on the trampoline is known as the attacker. The other 3 players are on the outside of the trampoline surrounding the attacker. These players are simply helpers that keep the ball up and set up plays for the attacker. When a play begins, the attacker hits the ball up, which is usually a soccer ball or volleyball, and spikes it towards the other team's side of the net. In Bossaball, there are 4 different ways to score, but first we need to learn what a volleyball touch is versus a soccer touch. A volleyball touch uses your arm and hand, while a soccer touch involves any other part of your body. The first way to score is a volley touch in the playing area. In this case, the attacker spikes the ball and it hits the playing area. This gives the attacking team 1 point. However, if you do the same thing, but instead spike the ball into the trampoline, you are given 3 points. The other 2 ways to score are the same, involving a spike to either the playing area or the trampoline. The difference is that they're done with a football touch. One to the playing area gives you 3 points, and the one on the trampoline gives you 5, which can really make or break a game. The maximum score of a game usually goes to 21, so if the score is 17-20 and the losing team gets this kind of point, they can immediately have the lead. However, they don't win, but we'll get to that later. There are usually 3 sets in a Bossaball game. The game cannot end unless there is a 3 or more point difference between the teams, or if a team makes 21 points before the other team. In the competitions, only 2 countries, the Netherlands and Belgium, have won for some reason. I find it weird that these countries are the ones that come out on top since it was created in Spain. However, the creator was a German, which probably led to a lot of the countries getting access to the sport. Bossaball isn't very well known, but to the people that do know it, they have been affected greatly by it. Bossaball games have always had music players play tunes and songs during games. Sometimes the referees help get music out for the crowds as well. The name itself, Bossaball, is paying a homage to music such as bossa nova. The word can even mean flair, style, or attitude. And to the kids in Bogota, Colombia, it is all they would want. Bogota, Colombia was considered one of the most dangerous cities in the world and had one of the highest crime rates on earth. In 1993 alone, there were 4,352 intentional homicides, making the rate 81 out of every 100,000 people were killed. Drugs on the streets were common, as well as theft, and the amount of security had to increase by hundreds just to lower the crime rate. The worst part was that kids would get involved in these crimes. Bossaball did something better than the police could enforce. It brought people together, kept kids off the street, and helped people have a good time. Sports are a great way for humans to be able to connect and to be free from the shackles of a bad reality and bad people. And in my opinion, the safety and happiness of others is all I could dream for.